Arlington National Cemetery, a place of solemn beauty, a place where heroes rest. It was here, on the third anniversary of the devastating Abbey Gate bombing in Kabul, that former President Donald Trump chose to pay his respects, a noble gesture overshadowed by a storm of controversy. Trump's visit, intended to honor the 13 service members lost in the Kabul attack, quickly descended into chaos. Allegations flew. Accusations of disrespect for the hallowed grounds of Arlington were leveled against Trump's campaign team. The somber occasion was eclipsed by a political firestorm. Witnesses reported a heated confrontation between members of Trump's entourage and cemetery officials. At the heart of the dispute, the use of cameras and filming equipment amidst the solemn rows of headstones. Arlington National Cemetery, a place bound by tradition and decorum, prohibits political activities within its sacred grounds. Did the Trump campaign cross a line? The Trump campaign vehemently denies any wrongdoing. Their narrative? A story of honoring fallen heroes at the behest of grieving families. They claim to have been invited by the families of the fallen to document the poignant visit. Their actions, they insist, were driven by respect, not political opportunism. However, eyewitness accounts paint a different picture. These accounts allege that the Trump campaign team was explicitly warned about the cemetery's strict regulations against filming and political activities. Some witnesses even claim that members of the Trump team became confrontational when asked to comply with cemetery rules. Adding fuel to the fire are reports that the cemetery staff felt intimidated and disrespected by the behavior of the Trump campaign. The stark contrast between the two versions of events has only deepened the controversy, leaving the public to grapple with conflicting narratives and a sense of unease. Chris LaCivita, Trump's campaign manager, has become the voice of the campaign's defense. He insists that their presence at Arlington was solely at the invitation of the families of the fallen, specifically the Gold Star families of the Abbey Gate bombing. Their goal, LaCivita argues, was to provide comfort and support to these families while ensuring that the sacrifice of their loved ones was never forgotten. Furthermore, the Trump campaign points to statements released by some of the families, expressing their gratitude for the campaign's presence and their desire to have the event documented. These statements, they claim, are proof that their actions were welcomed and appreciated by those directly affected by the tragedy. LaCivita dismisses the allegations of disrespect and intimidation as politically motivated attacks designed to smear the former president. He maintains that the Trump campaign acted with the utmost respect for the fallen, their families, and the sanctity of Arlington National Cemetery. Section 4. Public outrage and calls for accountability, a nation divided. The incident at Arlington has sparked outrage across the country. Veterans groups, lawmakers and citizens have expressed their disgust. Calls for a thorough investigation have been echoing across media platforms. Congressman Jerry Connolly has been particularly vocal in his condemnation. He demands the release of all reports related to the incident. Connolly believes the Trump campaign's actions were shameful. Critics argue this is part of a larger pattern of disrespect for the military. Section 5. The sanctity of Arlington, a place for remembrance, not politics. Arlington National Cemetery stands as a solemn testament to the sacrifices made by generations of American service members. It is a place of quiet reflection, to honor courage and remember those who gave their lives for their country. The sanctity of Arlington transcends political divides. It is a shared space of national mourning and remembrance. The hallowed grounds of Arlington deserve our reverence. Let us ensure these sacred spaces remain free from political division and serve as places of unity and solemn remembrance. Section 6. Conclusion. A stain on sacred ground. The events at Arlington National Cemetery on the anniversary of the Abbey Gate bombing have left an indelible stain on a day meant for solemn remembrance. Regardless of intent, the actions of the Trump campaign have sparked outrage and reopened old wounds. The incident serves as a cautionary tale about the importance of respecting boundaries, honoring sacrifices, and preserving the sanctity of spaces dedicated to our nation's fallen heroes. As the investigations unfold and the nation grapples with the implications of what transpired at Arlington, one thing remains clear: the memory of those we lost deserves better. Let us hope that this somber episode serves as a catalyst for greater respect, understanding, and unity as we strive to honor the sacrifices of those who gave all for their country.